I wanted to read this. It says Jay-Z wants assault lawsuit tossed, citing statutes of limitation. So Jay-Z and his legal team are fighting hard to dismiss the assault lawsuit against him. His attorney, Alex Spiro, argues that the our lawsuit against the rapper is full of holes and seeks to have the case thrown out. In new court docs obtained by TMZ, Spiro is preparing to file a motion to dismiss the suit, arguing that the statute under which Jane Doe is suing didn't come into effect until after the alleged assault occurred, making it inapplicable retroactively. As Spiro explains in the latest filing, the statute was enacted in December of 2000, 3 months after Jane Doe alleged she was assaulted by Jay-Z and Diddy at the MTV Video Music Awards after party. Even if the statute did apply, Spiro contends it only covers conduct that occurred within New York City, and the location of the alleged assault doesn't fit this criteria. Jane Doe declares in her complaint that she was driven from the Radio City Music Hall into a large white residence with a gate U-shaped driveway about 20 minutes away. Spiro argues that such residence, if it existed at the time, would have been outside New York's territorial boundaries. Spiro also argues that any claims from Jane Doe have expired as the statute of limitations ran out in August 2021. Jay-Z's legal team is clearly pushing hard to get this case dismissed. It must be noted that Jay-Z denies the assault ever took place. However, it seems he is exploring every avenue to expedite that process. In response, Jane Doe's attorney, Tony Busby, insists these are technical arguments and that the law firmly supports the side of the victim, adding, "The law is well settled that we are correct." Just days ago, Hov's legal team suffered a setback when judge ruled that his accuser can remain anonymous for now. Do y'all think that his accuser should remain anonymous? Like, what do y'all think about that? I'm not sure what I think about it yet. I'm still thinking about it. I'm not really sure if she's unmasked, then you're going to set her up to be harassed and abused by Jay-Z fans. And where I don't believe her claim, I don't think she deserves that. Honestly, I don't. So, and I'm assuming that's what they're hoping for, because I don't know why anybody would want them to. He knows who she is. I think he knows the name. I think his lawyers have been given that information, but it hasn't been revealed to the public. So he knows who she is. But for some reason, she wants, I guess because he wants her to be harassed. Why else would you want her unmasked? Because I feel like him and his lawyer already know who it is, right? They have to disclose that in discovery. Who's suing you? And I'm sure they've gotten the discovery. They're in the discovery phase because it's like an ongoing investigation. So if that is indeed the case, why are you pushing so hard for her to be unmasked to the public? Because you want the public to do your dirty work? Because you already know these crazed fans that don't know none of these celebrities be the main one in this lady's DM, at her house, at her job, wherever, harassing her. So I don't know how I feel about Jay-Z asking for this to be unmasked. So my stipulation, if I was Tony Busby, I would say I'll unmask her on one condition: that this goes all the way to trial. Mind you, I don't believe this lady only because of the circumstantial evidence isn't strong enough. Her evidence isn't strong enough. Now, whether something happened to her that night, it could have. Was it by Diddy and Jay-Z, I don't know, wasn't there. However, her evidence is not strong enough. It's not. Because you've got pictures of, I want to say that Jay-Z and Diddy were even at 2 separate after parties. I could be wrong, but I want to say I heard someone say that. So how could that even be? And we still don't know who celebrity B is. We know celebrity A is Rock Nation. Yeah, so I don't know. What y'all think? What do y'all think? Go back and find another. So what do y'all think? And then I'm going to shut it down right here. Make sure I don't have another. Okay. So what do y'all think about Ashley Braxton? And who do you think it is? So it says the niece of Braxton's sister Ashley says aunt cut ties after learning her husband tried to hook up with her at age 16. Ashley Braxton and these two famous Braxton sisters have recently stirred the pot after making a jaw-dropping revelation about a long-standing family issue. In a TikTok video, Ashley candidly recalled a situation that occurred when she was 16 years old and left a permanent stain on her relationship with one of her aunts. She revealed that this unnamed aunt has not spoken to her in years because she believes that as a teenager, Ashley attempted to hook up with her man. So I want to tell a story today, and that story is how one of my aunts and in my family does not talk to me because they think that I, at the age of 18, did something with her partner at the time. Ashley shared in a video. While telling the story, Ashley described how the situation unfolded during one summer she spent with the unnamed aunt. According to Ashley, everything came to light after her stepmother discovered a conversation in Ashley's phone, which she then brought to her father, Michael Braxton Jr. While Ashley didn't detail what the messages said, initially, she believed her aunt was on her side since she was being supportive. However, things began to turn years later when the aunt started acting differently. My aunt was there for me. She was very kind and very nice and was like, I'm sorry that this happened to you, she continued. It just felt safe. But then, as the years had gone by, it's like the mood and the assumption that I didn't do anything because I was a child was not the assumption anymore. Towards the end of the video, Ashley stated that she plans to return to the U.S. to confront these issues head on. As Ashley's story gained attention, many social media users began speculating about which Braxton sister she was referring to. Unfortunately, many fingers point at Trina and her ex-husband Gabe, who was featured on the sisters' reality series. It's Gabe and Trina. Tawanda never got her nieces because she barely even had her kids, being Tony's assistant. And the aunt is still living, so it's not Tracy. Tamar was so self-absorbed with her career, and Vince was battling depression and obesity. One user wrote, with another adding, Stevie Wonder can see it's Gabe and Trina. Nonetheless, despite the rumors and allegation, no one within the famous family has come forward to address the allegations. So, here's my take. Yeah. It could have either been Trina or Tawanda. Now, I do remember Tawanda being really close to Ashley when they had the first show. Not this one that just came out grieving their sister Tracy. The first one. Was it Braxton Family Values? what was this one called? Just the Braxtons? I don't know. Anywho, I remember when I saw her, she looked more like Tawanda. And if she was a younger version of Tawanda, it's a possibility that Andre could have been the one she's talking about, because he had a replica of Tawanda. At the same token, I can see why people could say it was Gabe, but Gabe was, when they came to the forefront about how Gabe was online doing stuff, do you think that was made up to represent what he was saying in text messages? Because remember, for the life of me, I remember her getting upset with Gabe because he was talking to people on the internet. And if he was talking to people on the internet, he could have been talking to Ashley via text message. Just saying. He had a tendency to do that. And I think that was why she divorced him the first time. But then she remarried him. So maybe that's why she divorced him the first time, because of Ashley. But then I guess he got in her head and realized she still loved him regardless of the insinuation or the accusation or the allegation, because there was, I don't know what it was, because all they had was text messages, and I guess he was talking inappropriately to Ashley. I don't believe anything happened physically. That's not what I'm getting. I'm getting that he was just out of line, and I guess he was grooming her. Maybe he was grooming her, which is weird. Why would you even for the life of me, hope that it wasn't Trina, because she married him again. She divorced him the first time because of some internet bullcrap, but it could have been because of Ashley. Just saying. I don't know. Wasn't there. Right? But now that I'm thinking about it, in one of Ashley's videos, she said, I can't believe that you are dealing with this guy, him. She didn't say this guy. I think you can't believe you're dealing with him after all that he put you through on TV. So what did he put her through on TV? I remember them going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the family hated him, which also gives me the impression that it was Gabe, that it could have been Gabe. But the family didn't like Andre either. Usually the family doesn't like anyone. The only one they accepted was Vince, and that's because he was getting them a bag. Other than that, once the bag was over, Miss Evelyn came down to the internet and said he was biting on Tamar. Just saying. So tell me what you think, y'all. Tell me what you think. Who do you think it is? It's very brave of her to open up and tell that tea. It's also, are the Braxtons in cahoots, or are they in meetings about their new season? And maybe they're bringing this to the forefront to at least have a storyline. I don't know. So, only thing we can do is be patient and see where this takes us from here. I'm just going to go over this. It says celebs who crashed out in 2024. How bad decisions led to big losses. I can share my page with you. So they're showing Ray J, Sean Diddy Combs, and Blueface. And it says a crash out, as defined on social media, is when someone does something so reckless and out of pocket, it throws their whole life or career into chaos. Whether it's acting out or unchecked emotions or just making immature choices. 2024 gave us plenty of examples of celebrities who couldn't keep it together, with some of their outbursts playing out online. Let's get into the messiest crash outs of the year. So, number one is Diddy. Diddy's year was nothing short of disastrous. Explosive lawsuits and shocking allegations of misconduct had the entire entertainment industry distancing itself from the mogul. Things heated up when the video footage of him physically abusing Cassie hit the internet in May of 2024. His once iconic legacy is now clouded with controversy and lawsuits, leaving fans wondering if he can ever bounce back from his PR nightmare. I thought, what was, oh, here we go. Blueface. Blueface stayed trending in 2024, but for all the wrong reasons. His endless drama with Krishan Rock, reckless online behavior, and viral antics overshadowed any attempt at a music comeback. After being arrested in January for a probation violation, he learned his release date was January 2026. However, has stated that he'll be home by July 2025 instead of leveling up. Blueface seemed more focused on crashing out publicly for clicks. And then third is Ray J. Ray J managed to stay out of jail, but his wild social media rants and bizarre public antics had fans questioning his stability. Recently, he claimed someone was trying to kill him after an explosive rant aimed at Pastor Jamal Bryant. On top of that, he nearly got into a fight with Diddy's sons, adding more chaos to his already messy year. From airing out personal drama to making outrageous claims about his past, 2024 wasn't the year for Ray J to be taken seriously. 4. Sean Kingston. Sean Kingston's career took another hit this year when he and his mother were arrested for fraud in May 2024. The singer, already known for financial controversies, found himself accused of scamming multiple individuals, reigniting conversations about his past unpaid debts. What should have been a year for a music comeback instead became another chapter in his downward spiral. Little Durk's 2024 legal woes shocked the world when he was arrested on conspiracy to commit murder for hire charges in October. The arrest came just days after the rapper was honored with the symbolic key to Broadview, a village outside of Chicago. The honor was quickly revoked. Britney Spears, number 6. She might be free from her conservatorship, but fans are still questioning her mental health. On her birthday, Britney posted a bizarre video on social media claiming she was just 5 years old. While her loyal fan base continues to show love, it's clear she's going through something personal. At this rate, we probably won't be getting any new music from the pop icon anytime soon. Number 7, Meek Mill. Meek Mill's 2024 crash out came when he jumped into the Diddy allegation saga. In a video where he shouted, "No Diddy," the phrase quickly turned into a viral catchphrase. However, his comment overshadowed his talents and seemed to distract from his music career. 8, NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy's 2024 was wild for all the wrong reasons. While under house arrest in Utah, he got caught up in a prescription drug fraud scheme back in April, allegedly impersonating a doctor to score codeine. Additionally, the rap star received 27 months in his federal gun case. Okay. Interesting. So it says rapper NBA YoungBoy, legally known as Kentrell Deshaun Golden, appeared in a Logan City courtroom on Monday to plead guilty to his involvement in a large-scale prescription drug fraud ring. Golden, 25, operated the illegal scheme out of his Huntsville home and initially faced 46 charges. As part of a plea agreement, he pleaded guilty to 2 counts of third-degree felony identity fraud, 2 counts of third-degree felony forgery, and 6 counts of misdemeanor unlawful pharmacy conduct. The remaining charges result in a no-contest plea. Under the plea deal, Golden's 4 felony charges were reduced to Class A misdemeanors, sparing him from time in the Utah State Prison. Instead, he was fined $25,000. Logan District Judge Spencer Walsh also agreed to suspend a prison sentence because Golden is set to serve 27 months in federal prison for related charges stemming from Weber County, followed by 5 years of federal supervised probation. Crashing out is never a good look, and these celebs show us why 2024, whether they stay back or stay in mess. Only time will tell. Who do you think had the biggest crash out year? That's hands down Diddy. Because once they started, they did not let up on that brother. So, anyway, that's all I got, y'all. It is 3:25 in the morning. My stomach is growling. And did I eat? I'm going to warm me up something and call it a night. Y'all, everyone be blessed. Peace.